We're not going to go through game 1 or 2 because I think it all came down to this game. Obviously, we'll go through game 3. So the game itself was quite even until one breaking point. So I'll go to that breaking point. In terms of draft, I think Fnatic hard draft to play because I mean their top side is strong, but playing Sivir into Jinx is really difficult. Like Sivir into Jinx is really tough. Like you just get naturally super outranged. The Thresh is really powerful against TF though, so that was a really good pick. That was a really good pick. Even though Sivir Thresh is not like that much of a lane, it's playable. So the game was like even-ish until one fight, I believe, where it like went really mad favorite. Even if they're down a little bit of gold here, it's not the end of the world. The only problem is that Jinx is just really hard for Fnatic to kill. If Jinx dies, Fnatic win. Like, Mad have no damage if Jinx dies. I think it's this fight here. Fnatic are like way too late, trying to force... Is this the fight that they... Hilly dies. Caedrel cleanses. Humanoid does really good here to get on the Caedrel, but you can see how hard it is for range. Like Humanoid, Razork can barely get to him. Razork's already dead. Razork didn't even get the ult. What happened to Razork? What? That was so unlucky for Razork. Look at this. Niski's holding a stun. Razork flashes in. He wants to ult right now. He wants to ult. If he ults, Caedrel's dead. Boom. He gets stunned. That was really unlucky. That was really unlucky. And then I thought here Advien could flash hook and just trade flash to TF here. Right now. He could flash hook, but he didn't do it. And he dies. Then he dies. So the fight was like somewhat even. This wasn't actually the breaking point. I was wrong. But you can see the problem that Fnatic have in gap closing onto Jinx. There's a fight in mid as well that basically decides the game in a second. Where the game just kind of feels over right here. Humanoids flanks this game. Oof. Not bad here because Humanoid on the side actually gets violed. So it's actually not the end of the world. The only problem is Razork's position is a bit rough. He then like ease back in, but the problem is if you see here Razork kind of gets unlucky. What happens is he gets stunned by TF. And then there's Jinx Chompers on his engage. So when he goes in again, he gets rooted. So like he can't do much. Eventually he gets cooking, but a bit slower than maybe you'd want because now he just changed his seed and died. And here I thought the game was done. Here I thought the game is over. Their comp is better, they outscale, they have more range. I thought this was GG now. Like, completely broken, the game's broken. Even Matt is laughing like this game is done. So what happens? Let's go through it. How does Fnatic come back into this game? Because Matt just keep winning. They just keep winning fights endlessly. They keep getting the Drakes, they keep winning the fights. They always have to full commit onto Caedrel, because if Caedrel does not die, the game is lost in fights. Right, if Caedrel dies, they have no damage left. Fights were not bad. Here, Fnatic could win a lot harder. This was a big blunder. I think Reckless is probably really aware of this. He probably didn't have spell shield for this, by the looks of his positioning, because you can see by his mouse, he's trying to sidestep. And if he just had spell shield, he could just spell shield the Q right now, the W right now, and just hit. So obviously, like, it's just instant human reactions as a pro when someone flashes on you. Like, you just try to wiggle a little bit. So here, he wasted spell shield on nothing. Maybe he could get Vi-E, but I don't even know if that counts anyway. It doesn't matter. He wouldn't die anyway. Here, right here, if he had spell shield for that stun card, right there, he would kill them both probably. Because he would spell shield that, he would kill Vi in one auto, the spell shield would heal him, and then Advien could play to hook Niski. So that was a mistake by Reckless. So then I thought the game was definitely done. I was backstage thinking like, yeah, Fnatic's out. They make some picks on side. They do this multiple times actually. They always try to make pick on side, which is good. Ahri Wukong is really good at side picks. But obviously you're committing jungle bot for this, so you just lose Nash by default. They lose Advien as well. They get bot tier 2. This overchase top was understandable by Fnatic because they need something. Like, enemy just got Nash. We need to do something. Otherwise they're gonna get free Nash in base. They get Hilly. And then they want more. And I can see why they want more. Because if you actually look at the context of the chase, Razork has ult in 4 seconds. So he's probably screaming, I have ult in a sec, I have ult in a sec, go, go, go. But Caedrel's range is a bit too much. The good news is they get the kill. As many kills you can get, obviously, when they have Nash is better. Like, Mad is a team that just gets sucked into way too many fights. Like, they got Nash, they get out. They get out, they play 1-3-1 with TF, the game's won. No. What do? They just keep perma-fighting mid, perma-fighting top. Mad is a team that just takes any fight, which is... Like, again, they have Nash. What is going on? Yeah, they're just fighting. It's a good fight, though. This one was a good fight. Reckless gets caught. Fnatic give them so many fights. Jesus, man. Don't even try to play safe. Then they full dive, Nisqy dies. But again, they don't really have waves to play on. Every single time Mad get a fight, you see how many objectives they get out of it? They get nothing. What did they just get? 4 kills? They lost what? No towers? Mad never play on waves, they just run at you. And fight. So here's the fight that Fnatic actually start to turn the game. I don't know, this game is just... I mean, at the end of the game, there's like 60 kills in 30 minutes. So this fight I thought was GG, because what happens? Humanoid's one shot. And Karza gets a reset. And Chasey's flanking Reckless with no flash. I thought here, game's won. But Wukong does so much. Like, what? Look at Razork here. He just basically solos their carries with a Sivir Q. Somehow, Fnatic turn a fight. Because Wukong and Sivir just randomly one-shot their backline. And then they get 2 towers mid. Right, now the important stuff comes. I just think it was fun to watch. I don't think the quality of the game was good at all. No, but it was really fun to watch. I was out of my chair at this point. So, they get Nash. Reckless is untouched. Free hitting. Karza is untouched, free hitting. Who can get to the front line first? Fnatic have more disruption, Mad have more health bars. You know, Jax E, Wukong ult, Wukong clone versus full tanks. Fnatic... See what Reckless did there? That he ricocheted off the TF and Q'd him as well. That was actually a really cool combo. I don't know if it was intentional, but if you watch here, he W's, autos TF to bounce onto Jinx and also Q's Jinx at the same time. So, the big important question. Can Fnatic end? I was standing up on the in the green room and I was screaming like, I don't think they can end, I don't think they can end. I'm really not sure if they can end. They could have tanked the tower earlier, perhaps. Thresh could be hitting instead of trying to zone Rel. Ahri could ult forwards to interrupt their home guards. Oscar uses his E on absolutely nothing. Reckless flashes into them. He flashes into Elyoya. Like, all of them fucked up. All of them. All of them fucked up. Thresh should be hitting, and he can flay Rel. Thresh could have got like 6, 7 autos in, 8, even though he doesn't have that much AD. Jax could have bought more attack speed items, but I won't blame him for that. Jax also, he's Eing nothing here and Qing nothing when he could just stand there and block ViQ. Reckless flashes into ViQ. Like, let's watch it. Let's just go play player by player. So Oscar, let's start with Oscar. Oscar, he pops E for no reason. I guess maybe he wants to juggle his Sunderer, which is fine, but I think he should always use just Q then, because he has flash up. Q's to the left, runs into Jinx with no dodge up, and just dies. Now we'll go to Reckless. What could Reckless do better? Now obviously you're nitpicking and they're very like, it's a very intense moment and they're very nervous and like they just want to end. But you should also not just like panic. And I think all of them panicked. Here Reckless, he tries to flash out of Jinx Chompers to the right, but he flashes into Elyoya and just gets one shot. Could have got an extra auto in. I think the thing that people have to realize is when you're playing a Nexus rush, you always have to mismatch enemy, right? So the further away he is, so he kiting. I think Oscar did the right thing in kiting to the left. But Reckless went to the right. If they kited to the left, they would have been fine. Also, the TP... Yeah, you're kind of right. The TP here was really shit. The TP should come in now on that range creep. Just min-max. Actually, no, you know what? It doesn't matter. You know what? It doesn't matter. The TP doesn't matter. I actually disagree. The TP doesn't do anything. Because he TP'd in earlier, he can hit earlier. Because he'll be TPing now? Nah, it's fine to TP in early. It's fine. So Reckless fails flash. Humanoid as well. I don't know. I don't think Humanoid played it that bad. I mean, all he has to do is just hit. I mean, you could argue that maybe he could dash forwards here and try to stall for his team. You know, he could dash forwards here and like try to charm Carzzy, but what's he gonna do? He's just gonna fucking cleanse it and one-shot him in one auto attack. Humanoid was the one who actually just did it the most normal, I think. He just hit. Like, Humanoid just hit. He didn't panic. Look at him. He just stands there. He just hits. Doesn't panic. Just hits. Has ult ready. Stands still. You know? If they all did that, they probably would have won. You know, if Jax just stood here, Nexus Sivir, and they just hit, and then he E'd when he got VQ'd, or Reckless like kited away from Jinx and hit, the game was over. Also, Thresh should hit. Like, if Thresh hit, the game was also over, I think. But yeah, Jax could have bought Blue Pot, he could have bought attack speed. Going through that realm is really difficult, but yeah, he definitely should have done that. And then, now, I think Fnatic realized they're fucked. Why are they fucked? Not because it looks like Mad can end, but Mad get Infernal Soul, Jinx bases, and Jinx's 6 items. Now the final play comes in. Everyone's dancing around each other, and here comes the final play. So this final play, it's rushed. They could have definitely taken it slower. Humanoid wants to save the game, and he skill checks Nisqy. And if he lands this, Nisqy probably dies. Probably dies if he lands that. Because Nisqy didn't even react with flash. The charm would hit him, Jax would one-shot him, and the Humanoid would dash away on the stun card. So Nisqy would die. Would that win them the game though? I don't know. Because like, if you look at the positioning, let's just imagine for a second the charm hits, okay? The charm's hit and TF is right here, okay? Reckless walks up to hit TF. Carzzy peels. And now TF is like here in stopwatch maybe, you know? And Carzzy is hitting Reckless on the left. Does it win in the game? No. I don't think so. I just don't. I don't think it changes the game. I think the problem is the Jinx. Like you can see it. Watch this Jinx. Watch this Jinx. Watch what Carzzy does. He goes rocket form. Rapid fire autos them. Then he flashes forwards. And just fucks all 3 of them. 6 item Jinx with Infernal Soul. They should have won on Nexus Rush. They really should have. Sivir items. I mean, yeah, Sivir items could have mattered a bit. I think he should have gone BT last, but who cares? It's not like what would change if he went BT last. You know, he would have a BF sword instead of a Zeal. Doesn't change anything. Yeah, Fnatic should have won. Fnatic should have won. Fnatic should have won. Fnatic should have won. I mean, what they could have done, like Humanoid even said, "I don't know if we can end." So someone must have said on Fnatic, "We can end. We can end. We can end." What they could have done, the easy way out, was just get Inhib in base. To be honest, and then set up for Soul. Which, to be honest, is fine. It's actually a fine play, but I can see it. They have Nash. They have a wave, but yeah, Thresh needs to hit. Thresh needs to hit. What is he zoning here? Thresh needs to hit. Jax needs to not waste E. Reckless needs to not flash into VQ. Humanoid is fine. Like, sucks. Obviously, this lost him the game, right? Could have won in the game, but it lost him the game. I think Humanoid was calling that they couldn't end, actually. Sounds like it, so... Jax can buy attack speed. I mean, Jax could buy attack speed, yes, but Jax could also buy Blue Pot, right? I don't know how much gold Jax has, but the thing is... But now Fnatic have a chance. He should have gold for Blue Pot. Look at this. They get Nash. They get Nash. So I imagine that he has gold for Blue Pot. 40 seconds dead, setting up for Nash for a minute. He should have Blue Pot 100%. If you have Blue Pot here, that tower was insta one-shot. That's the Fnatic review done. Sad to see Fnatic are out. In that manner, you know? It's kind of sad they got knocked out in that manner.